The calm and sadness of a morning after a heavy storm is quite something. The stillness in the air, the birds singing and celebrating a new dawn. Everybody enjoying the sun rays, trying to warm up after a very cold evening. It's mornings like this I take a step back and enjoy the silence and take a book and immerse myself in the story that I'm reading. The winter months are just around the corner, so every time we get for basking, we do not take it lightly. It can get pretty cold in the savannah, and considering the amount of growth the trees have had lately, I'm sure this one is going to be a brutal one. I recently learned from somewhere that May gets its name from the erratic weather that it has. It might rain, it might be cold, it might be sunny, and today is not an exception. We appreciate the slight showers that come with the sunlight, as this encourages a lot of growth from our vegetables and mostly our trees. This rainy season has been a success, as we've been experiencing rainfall for the past 8 weeks, and the landscape has completely changed and is full of life, and the trees are full of leaves and everything is thriving again. We took our walk this wet morning to shake off the cold, and on our trail we bumped into these giants. We're always pinching ourselves and trying to wake ourselves up from this life that feels so much like a dream, because we never thought that we'd have this opportunity to just take a morning walk and find giraffes on your trail. This particular herd has newborn calves, so we kept our distance and moved on quickly. On the trail, we encountered other type of giants, which are not doing as good as the giraffes. The recent rains have made the ground too saturated, and this means the loose soil can no longer hold on to the big trees that are here. This tree, for example, is in the family of acacia, and when it rains, its sole purpose is to just suck a lot of water, and that means it gets very heavy during this time. Like this one snapped its trunk just because there was a lot of winds the previous night, so it was too heavy to carry its own weight during these very fast winds. It's always sad to see a mature tree like this one fall down, because our weather can get pretty harsh, so trees take very many years to become as big as these two. We realized we had the same type of tree behind our house, which can get dangerous, because if it keeps raining like this, we don't really know if it will survive through heavy storms or it will kill over and just take out a part of our roof. So we had to make the hard decision to cut down this tree, which is very sad, but we had to do it just in case, so that we don't end up having no house in the future. Handling these trees can be very dangerous, because all the species of acacia have dangerous thorns, so we were doing it as safely as we could. The only way we could move this big crown that Amara had chopped up was to chop it down into small pieces so that we can move them. This part of the tree is usually very helpful because we use it to stack up on our fences. This adds more security to our compound from predators outside like hyenas, leopards, and wild dogs. So cutting it down will definitely not go in vain. As we were doing this job, we definitely miscalculated how heavy these trunks are. And when it fell down, for a second I thought we had really messed up. From where I stood, it looked like the tree had fallen on the roof, and I panicked for a second until I went to the other side and saw that it actually did not touch the roof. The ladder Amara was using actually saved us from a lot of heartache, so we are grateful for that. Our son came to check what ruckus was happening just to find out that we had almost destroyed the house, which was good because now I could put him to work. I must admit, having extra hands around, it makes a lot of things easy because there are things that we can't do just by ourselves. So we take advantage every time he's around to finish all the little projects that we haven't done, and of course take advantage of his strength, because I must admit I still struggle with heavy lifting, so an extra pair of hands is a relief for me. Now, this type of acacia are kind of a wonder because they can actually continue to grow because the water that they suck is a bit too much, so they can survive for a long time after cutting them down. So people in this community actually use them as a sort of life fence. So here I'm using aloe vera to act as a rooting agent for the tree. We've used aloe vera for most of our cuttings as a rooting agent, and it's worked pretty well, so we're trying this out on this tree. Though we've successfully transplanted this type of trees before without the use of aloe vera, but this will give it a higher chance of survival. Aloe vera is also used as a fertilizer in some cases, so I'm reusing the remaining flesh to give it some nutrients. With the previous night's storm, it brought to our attention that some of our trees that we've planted are actually being harmed by the native trees. The winds pushed the crowns into the thorny branches, and the crowns kept getting ripped off. So we decided to prune the trees that are doing some harm. Like in this case, we have a jacaranda tree that's 3 years old and it's just taking off. So it was time to cut the neighboring counterpart. Though it's been helpful when it was young, it provided shade for it, but now it's time to let the jacaranda expand and grow and thrive. I don't wanna go. I'm tying the young jacaranda to its neighbor to provide support for it because it's still tall and skinny, so it can snap off if we get another storm. So this is the best chance for it to survive. We also have this bunch of bananas growing next to another type of acacia tree, and it's also getting destroyed. The leaves are not doing as well, and I'm sure it needs its leaves to process the sunlight, so we're giving it the same treatment as the jacaranda tree. We are very careful on how we are cutting these trees so that we can give them a chance to continue growing. This will actually help them become taller and reach higher, so it will provide us with even more shade and provide us with the microclimate that we are so desperately looking for around here.
I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait till you're mine. I don't want.
As we end the day, I'm so grateful that our son is around so that I can just sit back, relax as he cooks us a yummy meal, and thankful that we are all together and creating this space that we call home together. Till next time, love and light to you all.
I